welcome, whichever pertains to you. Today I didn't really have my plan in check for when I was going to film a video. I do have ideas in mind, however, as I said in many videos before, life happens. So let's just get started. Recently I was going through my books from secondary school, and you know, when you have to do essays or when you have to write a story based on like a certain sentence or a certain topic, I have some of those, so I wanted to read some of them. I didn't really like grammar. I prefer math to like English or anything. I comment down below, are you a math or English person? I didn't even do like my regular intro. Hi guys, how are you doing? Are you good? How was your week? Was it wonderful? Oh, do you have a Valentine? I just wanted to read a couple of those to you because I saw this book and I got like really nostalgic. So I was like, let's try a thing and see what happens, because like a lot of people have been wanting me to vlog for some reason, but this is something that I would probably do in a vlog. So the sentence that we had to base this one off of was, I was on my way to attend an interview for a new job when the car in which I was traveling broke down. 10 miles away from my destination. In 30 minutes time, I would be late. So that was the topic we had to base like the whole essay on. So this was my story. My name is Kirk Daniels. I am 24 years old and I still live with my parents, Nick and Janelle Daniels. I spelled that really weird. They have been bugging me on and on to get a job and to stop spending every day in their basement playing video games and at least try to look for a decent job for once in my life. So I have decided to take their advice and try to get a job as a video game expert, since I am so experienced with electronics. I have looked everywhere possible, and after hours of searching, I have finally found what I was looking for. After calling the company and setting up an interview, I told my parents. They were so ecstatic that they gave me money to get a haircut and to find some decent clothes. Come through, parents. Since the interview was within a week, I have decided to go shopping tomorrow so that I can get that out of the way. Wait, let me put the book properly. It like the whole cover is coming off, so that's good. The day has finally come for that interview that not me, but my parents have been waiting a long, excruciating week for, but I am really nervous. My parents have been insisting that I be extremely early so they are lending me their car and are making sure I get there at least 1 hour early. I think that's reasonable. Now I am getting ready, shaving, putting on my new clothes, and ready to go to my interview. I am pretty sure that even if I have to go through traffic, I am still going to be early. As I drive down the highway, I am feeling pretty confident and I have about 30 minutes to get to my interview, according to my wristwatch. The traffic is worse than I thought, but God willing, if anything goes well, I'll be there in time. And to my astonishment, the front of the car starts to smoke. The car sputters and cuts out. I actually want to know what happened. Oh shoot, did they get to my job interview late? Now this is the time when it starts to get frantic, and worse, I am approximately 10 miles away and I still have 30 minutes to get to an interview. And I still have 30 minutes to get to the interview. I make up my mind that I am going to run as fast as I can to get to my interview. As I ran between cars and nearly got run over, the time for my interview is going quite quickly, for I am checking my wristwatch every time I pass a car. My blood is pumping in my ears and I am extremely nervous that I might miss my interview. I finally get to the office and walk up to the desk trying to catch my breath. I give my name to find out that my interview is in an hour. I look at my watch and came to a conclusion that my mother changed the time on my wristwatch. Woo! I kind of like that actually. That was pretty good. I like that story. How would you rate that? Out of We're gonna come up with a rating system. Out of 10, 1 to 10 coconuts, I would rate that. I would rate that like a 9. Nah, a 10. I give it a 10. I give it a 10. It was only supposed to be like a couple pages long. It wasn't supposed to be too long because it's only like a short story. So I thought it was pretty good. Alright, this is the last one I am going to read. It has been 25 years and coming back feels so strange. This is the sentence that it's based off of. It has been 25 years and coming back feels so strange. Alacompre, my homeland, has been turned. Label me the queen of coming up with imaginary countries. Thank you very much. Alacompre, my homeland, has been turned around dramatically. I, Tasha, barely recognized anything anymore. With the advanced technology and the gigantic buildings, my old friends and family that I left here to go overseas to do some studying in medicine have changed almost entirely. It seems that they changed to suit their economy and how it's developing. Very realistic right nowadays. Makes sense. As soon as I got back, I went to visit my closest relatives. When the door opened, my Aunt Tiara welcomed me with a huge warm hug. She told me to come inside. I was joyfully attacked by the rest of the family. All sorts of questions were asked of how was my trip and of how they missed me. While being the center of attention, there was one face in the crowd that I couldn't find, and that was my nephew Jonathan. "Where is he?" I said. "Where's who?" Aunt Tiara said, confused. "Jonathan, is he here?" Like they didn't forget that they had a whole other family member. "Yes, he's in his room. We meant to call you and tell you while you were overseas studying medicine," Aunt Tiara said with sorrow marking her face. What happened to Jonathan? "Tell me what?" "I know you're holding back something. Just tell me," I screamed at them while they all stared at me with pity. "He was a brain tumor." I had ... a brain tumor. "What? Where is he? I have to see him," I said with a sense of panic. "He's resting." "Where is he?" I screamed again. "Upstairs." Even before she finished saying the word, I darted upstairs and tears started streaming down my face. Even before I saw the pale, fragile face peeking out from under the covers. I couldn't stand to see him like that. It broke my heart. Regret filled me as I realized that I had not spent a lot of time with him before I left. "Jonathan?" I said in a soft voice. He murmured, seeming not to have much energy to open his eyes. "Hi, sweetie, it's Auntie Tasha. I'm sorry I have not been here for a long time, but I promise I am going to help you." Wait, first of all, why was I studying medicine for 25 years? That's my first question. "It's Auntie Tasha. I'm sorry I have not been here for a long time, but I promise I am going to help you get better. I'm going to make it up to you." Oh, I did medicine. It all makes sense. It makes sense. I said with a small smile enlightened Johnson's face when he opened an eye. I flinched at making a promise I'm not sure I could keep. But then and there is when determination filled me, and I was going to put my studies to good use. After placing a tiny kiss on his forehead, I left. I left my nephew. After placing a tiny kiss on his forehead, I left my Aunt Tiara's house to start my quest on helping my nephew get better. I have never worked so hard in my life, working till my eyes burned from the lack of sleep, and typing till my fingers went numb. I mixed medicines and gave prescriptions to my nephew. Wait, what kind of doctor am I? That I'm mixing medicines and giving out prescriptions. I don't think regular doctors... What is a regular doctor? I have questions. I have questions. Hoping that it wouldn't have any serious side effects and make... So you just mixing medicines and just giving it to him. Like, they have to do trials on medicines first. What the heck, man? It wouldn't have any serious side effects and make him even worse. For 2 weeks straight, I worked while continuously visiting my Aunt Tiara's house to see my nephew's progress. Every time I visit, it seemed as if he was regaining his strength and doing things he couldn't do when he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. That's good. Sorry, the sun now coming up. Then one day, when I thought everything was going well and that he was progressing well, I opened the door by my aunt's house to see everyone mourning and sad, seated around the coffee table. Instantly, my smile went away. I ran frantically again with a terror running through my veins and came to a stop at the bedroom door and dropped to my knees and came to the conclusion that this was my fault. I killed my nephew. Wow. It was dark. The thing about that story, right, is that I came home and went into the house and told my nephew that I didn't spend enough time with him and that I was going to help him. However, I still did the same thing again by trying to help him with medicine, is not spending enough time with him. So it still ended back in the same place that I was in before. That was deep though. I rate that a 9. Thank you guys for watching. If y'all want, there's more stories in there, so if y'all want me to read more, just let me know and I will make that happen. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, comment, do all that good stuff. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at CarrieBerryYT, and that's where I post when I have a new video. And I also am on Twitter at CrazyCarrie97. You can follow me on there if you want to. But thanks for watching. Come back next week for another video, and bye. And if you don't subscribe, I'll tell your mom. I'm not going to actually tell your mom, but somebody needed an outro. This girl. Did y'all like this story? Rate these stories out of coconuts and let me know what your opinions were. Was it good at essays? Was it not good at essays? Should I have stuck to math? Well, yes, last week was a kind of a bad reflection on our math skills as well. Check out last week's video if you haven't already, and you can judge me and my friend based on our math skills that are not very good.